During this week, traders have been cautiously buying the US dollar due to rising concerns about considerable disagreement over the next stimulus package in the United States. Notably, Donald Trump went around Congress and signed the document to deliver aid to Americans affected by the coronavirus outbreak. Next week, all trading decisions will depend on the following macroeconomic events. Thus, early next week, all eyes will be turned to the GDP report from Japan. In fact, the GDP figures have never had a significant influence on the Japanese national currency. However, this time, traders are likely to react to the report amid lack of macroeconomic events and burning interest in the indicators that reflect the current economic situation. Analysts suppose that in the second quarter, the Japanese economy dropped by 7.6%. Yesterday, investors were disappointed by data on the Australian labour market. Markets are worried that the current employment figures may make the RBA take emergency measures. Thus, on Tuesday, traders will take a close look at the monetary policy meeting minutes, trying to predict the regulator's sentiment. The Australian dollar is surely to be sold off if traders find hints about the monetary policy easing. Wednesday is expected to be a more active trading day amid a bulk of macroeconomic events. Thus, the UK will report on its inflation. However, it's very difficult to make predictions. Notably, the latest figures were really strong. It's highly possible that the expected consumer price data will also be positive. If the forecast comes true, the pound sterling will gain in value. The eurozone will also disclose its inflation data on Wednesday. Preliminary estimates showed a positive dynamic that points to the economic recovery. The eurozone consumer prices are expected to advance by 0.4% on a yearly basis. On Wednesday, traders will also be focused on the inflation data from Canada. Economists suppose that the indicator will rise amid higher prices on energy that support the Canadian dollar. The FOMC meeting minutes will close the first half of the next week. Markets do not expect any surprises, and the information will hardly change traders' sentiment. The above-mentioned events will be published early next week. In our next video review, we will take a close look at the macroeconomic data that is slated for release in the second half of the week. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned.